That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Big Massive Podcast. Mark's away there. Mark hurt us back. Guess how he heard it? Howling in a sneeze.
Really?
He had a sneeze coming, he held his nose and fucking he's put his back in.
Jesus Christ.
That's a healthy man there, that's a man. Up and get a wee lie down.
Smoke a J.
He was saying he just felt his whole inside going and then his back fucking went. It's always something like that, isn't it? That takes you out.
But sure didn't, what do you call him? Oh, fuck. MMA fighter, champion, heavyweight. He had to pull out a fight.
John Jones?
No, he fought John Jones.
A sneeze?
He sneezed before one of the fights and put his back out.
What does it do if you blow your nose? You can't.
Daniel Cormier came to me.
Daniel Cormier. If you get hit in the nose and you blow it, you don't blow it because it'll blacken your two eyes. He's back to see if we're chatting about him. You're not that important, Mark.
No, them shoes are alright.
They're alright. No, they're not. Hope they glow in the dark.
I like them ones. No, man, I was in the sauna there, roasting warm, and then one of the boys sat down. I thought, fuck, get down to the ground. I'll see you out the last 10 minutes.
They're closer to the floor, yeah.
Man, there was two old boys. See the smell of feet when I sat down, sir.
Bad?
Oh, sir. I thought I was going to be sick.
And you stayed down there beside the smell? Did you mention anything? Did you show the men up?
No. Stinking butts, sir. I mean...
Why, both of them?
I don't know, it was one of them. Or both.
You're taking the two men down with one smell.
Well, it was one of them, like. One of them had that crusty...
Any names?
No, I actually don't know them.
Are they from out of the town? Are they... Hey, sir!
I don't know, I just don't know them.
There's a few boys out.
Do you know when I go to the sauna, sir? Do you know what I don't want to do?
Talk. Put your head down, sir. It's easy.
This fucking boy kept talking to me.
There's boys I go on and catch them the odd time. They're fucking mad hoors. Wild crack. Racist, but and fucking everything.
Oh, yeah, that's...
And,
that's where it all comes out.
Oh, here, and they never leave Thailand.
Man, that's a big thing.
Look, you see, I tell you, sir. I go over there, right, and I will pay £20 for a 5-star hotel, breakfast, and lunch. And then I would have a girl, and I'm telling you now, you're chatting about £70-80 that she will stay with me the whole week. Massages, swimming, cooking for me, all the things. I'm not going to anymore what he says, but I'm just sitting there.
The sex things too?
Everything. They go over there and go steady for a week. You know what I mean?
Bastards.
Apparently he went, the other boy then, he says he went to Vietnam, man. He says Vietnam's not as, what is it when there's too many foreigners in one place? Do you know there's too many holiday people?
Dublin?
No, whenever you go to, if you go to Spain, people get out of the...
Aye, fuck, you're right, indigenous?
The indigenous of the people live there, but there's a name for it where you get out of the main fucking holiday place and you go into sort of the normal place.
Probably people shouting the words out there.
So he says he's moved on to Vietnam now because...
Oh, Thailand's become too touristy?
Touristy, maybe is the word. Aye, get out of the tourist sort of things. That place probably full of men going...
Thailand's become too mainstream then for him. He wants...
With the horn. Where he's going there, and apparently you go to Vietnam and you're staying in fucking unbelievable, just class fucking accommodations and all for no money. Like they go over for like a month at a time and all. Oh, sir, next time I go over there, I'm going to stay 6 weeks.
Bastards. Man, maybe that's the secret of life.
Them boys there lying there. Did you ever see them lying about too in the steam room? It's just a lot, you know.
These two boys had two of the biggest pots I've ever seen, sir.
Yep.
And they think that's fitness. And the lying in the sauna for half an hour, that's the fitness.
No, sometimes they'll go into the pool, but they'll use that thing that you tie, the float that you walk. You're like, keeps you up straight. But sure, hey, they're chilled in there.
My ma goes to like a water aqua too, hey. I would say the amount of calories you burn on a fucking water aqua wouldn't be worth talking about.
Good for mental health and a bit.
She likes the social side of it.
It does a bit of exercise too, but that's something I'd like my mother to do. She could do that. Do you know what I mean? Because there's no pressure at all.
Hey, but maybe that's the secret to life.
Do you think you can overdo it? Do you think too much running is bad for you?
What do you mean?
Like if you're running all the time, your heart's going every fucking day of the week. Like you speeding up your death.
I wouldn't say that, no.
How the fuck would you know? When I turn round, you better be wearing a lab jacket.
I know. Rolling by facts. Rolling by science and fitness.
But as the old saying goes, too much of anything is bad for you.
Aye, but that's what I'm trying to say to you. Maybe that them boys have it locked down. No wife.
Aye.
But you go over for 6 weeks.
And half of them have got rid of the wives. So they've got wee families that are running about, so they have their wains. Oh, I see my daughter now and again. Hey, and I see the son. He's working away, you know what I mean? So I have the time to myself.
But now they go over and they like have a wife for 3 or 4 weeks. She's not crying at him. She's doing all the things.
Oh, aye. Thanking you.
Like she.
Man, the only thing in that sauna that them boys don't like, I would say, is having to wear their shirts.
They want.
They'd love to be up there bare.
Ugh.
That's the way it is all over.
I know.
The place.
It's like in
Scandinavian
countries.
places. Get bare.
But do you want to be looking at it angle? Like?
No. Aaron Butler does a cracker bit about it. I'm one of them. Shorts on, but you're the only one wearing shorts. Which is nearly as awkward as you sitting naked and everybody else is wearing shorts. Nearly.
I know, but I was saying that thing last day too in the pool on Saturday. It was very busy. Hey, and the amount of people trying to get their shorts down and pants on under a towel.
Well, she have to know by law.
No, but you can get changed. Like, you can take down, you can fucking get bare. Like, you can't fucking dry yourself.
See, this is for any of the ladies out there. Men.
I wonder is it the same?
No, they all have their own wee cubicles.
Oh, do they? I've never been.
Just whenever I bored that hole through. There's somebody who was caught.
Oh, you looking through the hole? Oh, it's all cubicles.
I was just checking for research purposes. Somebody was caught, I think, in Derry or something doing that. One was changing, turned around, just in the eyeball. That'd be like a horror film, wouldn't it? That's what Fred West used to do to his wheels when they're in shite and all. The finger would go back and he'd be just staring at them.
Tight.
Fucking hell.
Or loose.
I heard one of the most fucking evil graphic, I don't even know if I should say it, stories would make you fucking cry. And it was on YouTube or something. This soldier says is the epitome of evil. Was the story Mexico. You want to hear it?
Aye, go. I like the things.
So this couple on their wean, married couple on their wean, went down to Mexico.
Right.
Holidays. And they're out at a festival.
Right.
And apparently the dad turned his head for 2 seconds, turned around, the wean was gone.
Yeah.
So so they searched everywhere, couldn't find the child. Wee girl, I think she's about 5 or something like that. And the wife was there, and they were searching everywhere. And then, like, a couple of weeks went by, and the husband couldn't. The authorities were shite. Nobody helping them. Couldn't find a way in. And the husband was like, "Right, I need to go back because of work and stuff like that." There, the wife says, the wife. Apparently, this is the boy's on saying it too. He's in the army, and he says this is true. Like, he knows the guy.
Okay.
So if it is true, it's fucking horrific. But he went. Maybe it was a couple of months. Don't know. But it was. He had to go. Listen, I need to go back, and the wife says she'll stay.
Right. Okay. Suppose if you were getting to a point where like you have no money and the business
no
is
money,
in the pan, and
there's no sign of anybody wins. No, there's no sign of anything. And I don't know what the statistics are, but imagine they're not. Mexico would have like to be a high kidnapping.
Sure. Juarez that's one of the main places in America or where children go missing. Juarez is the big thing.
So imagine your wains was missing. You're just going on a back of the list.
100%.
So the wife then she couldn't do anymore, and she says she decided to go home, and they were driving up. She was driving through the checkpoint border.
Yeah.
Sitting in traffic, and she looked over and seen her Wayne looking out the window. A couple of cars over. Fucking jumped out of the car, went mental, jumped in front of their car. Cops come over, fucking got them. Squealing, "That's my child, that's my child." Opened the car, checked the Wayne was dead. Fucking nothing inside her, filled up with drugs.
What was she?
Taxidermy, they're like.
Oh my god!
The things they do, like that is evil. They stole that Wayne so they could fucking put drugs in it and get it over the border. I know I didn't even want to say it, but I was just like, I was watching it going, what the fuck? But hey, she must have been, she thought that was her daughter. Fucking.
I was going to say, what's the bad bit? But it came. It came.
So was that too. I was thinking, did she get the Wayne? Did she get the Wayne? Fucking.
Oh my god. But surely you're taking a fucking chance there. Having a Wayne. Well, I suppose they just look in and say a Wayne.
White. Going back.
I hope they fucking shot them. Just on the spot. Just fucking.
So, but how often things like that happening? The world's, see, since we got the internet, we just find out how much a scumbag planet.
The dark.
Evil people there.
That's why.
Do you believe in evil?
Aye.
But you don't believe in, like, you don't believe it. What is it with you with God? Do you not believe, as the Catholic religion? Catholic religion, or is it just you don't believe there's anything?
No, the Catholic religion, man, it's so corrupt. Like, why?
Like, you're on about these Muslim grooming gangs.
Aye.
The biggest fucking groomers are probably the Catholic Church, wasn't it?
And you know what? We had a good discussion about that today with a guy who actually is a laundry baby. Maybe get him on. I'd probably
It'd be good to
have an interesting story. But like I've done a bit of research into like the history of the thing, man, and like it's all made up. It's all just men that wrote the stories. Like apparently, like they wrote the Bible 600 years after anything happened. So say now me and you stand here and I floated up onto the air and went, Roland, I'm Jesus. And you went, you know what, I'm going to tell everybody, but I'm going to wait 600 years.
But you probably tripped. Do you know what I mean? And then 10 years later was a fucking levitate, and then by the time you get 600 years, you're flying around. Like
Who even was alive? And like that's 6 generations.
There's no Jesus never read a thing.
No.
It was all the boys have seen it.
And they had the Nokia 3210s back then.
Right.
That's what I mean, man. Like
but
like the Bible was wrote by the Catholic Church.
So that's what. So I would go beyond that too. I'd be more. There has to be someone out there.
I know.
The world, like when we're chatting evil and good, where does it come from? Like
I would be more like, yes, there is something, because like the spark of life. Like what gives you life? Like what?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, what sparked the Big Bang that created everything? Like, I feel like
there was a comedian that did a brilliant thing about, you go back to nothing, but what is nothing? So you go back to your maker then, because it is something. Nothing.
Okay, just, how vast the universe is, that there's nothing, like.
There's billions of solar systems.
You know what? I'm quite happy that if there is nothing, and it's nothing, if I just die and that's it.
You'll not know anyway. Just people wonder what's it like when you're dead. Remember what it was like before you're born.
No, if I was reincarnated, but then...
Reincarnated?
Like that's a gamble too, like.
Aye, and if you're a cunt in real life, you're going to come back as a fucking dung beetle or something. Pushing shade up a hill all day, just... You got a wee rash coming on there that looks like fucking...
Nah, well, you better eczema.
I don't think that's eczema, it's like a...
VD.
Dirty bastard.
No, but then...
VD and then farts. You wouldn't have done this in the first pod. The very first pod, we were sitting there going, I don't know, why you asked me questions.
We should listen to it someday for the banter.
There was a lot of fucking... the first one, we couldn't deal with silences. Now we're farting and fucking forgetting there's even a mic.
Aye. No, and then the Catholic Church, man. And then, do you know what? There's so many religions out there. Like, who do you say that the Catholic Church is right?
Yeah.
There's something like 5,000 religions.
So where Protestant came from was that there was Christians that protested against the Catholic religion. That's where it came from, and then it was all pile of shite.
Aye, pile of shite.
Why can't we all just get along?
And I think it's like the many people that have died over religion.
It's unreal. Sure, look at the way the Muslim thing now, that like the West are attacking Muslims. Like, we're chatting about grooming gangs. We're chatting about Gaza's being fucking destroyed and flattened. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like statistically in the UK, It's like 80% of child molesters and rapists are white.
Yeah.
But they're concentrating on this gang. Now, there were scumbags. There were, do you know what I mean? But I don't think you can go, it's a religious thing, like.
Man, it's all agendas around money. Anything that happens these days is all around money. Like, even all those horrific things are around traffic and drugs for money. It's all
Big Pharma in America is massive for that. Like, they reckon they have a fucking wild lot of cures for a wild lot of cancers, but they're holding them back because it's not good for business.
What did you think about the whole healthcare CEO getting shot?
What happened?
So this is the guy who runs one of the big, massive healthcare places in America. One of the real cunty ones.
What do they call them? Works for them?
Aye. We have a mate that works for them. So this place is like got really bad. Like, you know, healthcare is there to be support you, but apparently like their jobs is they find ways of not to give you any money. So you're just paying for stuff to a company that's going to find a way or a loophole not to.
They will find someone to.
Aye. So, and also like, I think now in America, so healthcare is so expensive, so it's running people under the ground. You know, it's like a fucking, you know, it's a bane of people's lives. You know, people are afraid to get sick, and if they do get sick, families can't afford it. It's costing them their house. It's costing people their lives. You know, it's costing people are suicide. You know, it's ripping families apart. Where it's not supposed to be like that.
I know.
And like, I was listening to something the last days. I only know the bare bones of it, but if you go in for an operation, because anesthesia is so expensive, that if there's complications within the operation and then you need more anesthesia, they will stop the operation.
Rather than give you more because you haven't got the money?
Aye.
Fuck. I watched that Sicko, remember, by your man? The movie. The guy lost 4 fingers and they could only afford to pick 2 to go back on. They could have put them all back on, but they didn't have the insurance, so we had to pick 2.
So
I've been picking that one.
This guy, and do you know what? It's
so they could decide, right? So they end the fucking operation because the money's not there. Fucking dirty bastards.
So this guy, Mangione, I think, he took upon himself to go shoot this guy, and apparently, like, you know, people are not saying dirty bastard. Like, I think people are now worried that this is going to become a thing. Do you remember the time that your man fucking slapped the comedian? What do you call him? Will Smith slapped.
Aye.
And then all the comedians were worried that this was going to be a thing where if they felt offended that you were just
Mac
going
we
to
nearly got smacked the week after.
So apparently, like, even this healthcare place, we're going to bring in these new fucking laws or things that, and they've all put that in the back burner. And all these massive CEOs are getting loads of bodyguards because now they're fear for their lives. And like the people are kind of.
That's going to happen eventually. Like if you have fucking.
And like this is like fucking Terminator. Like they feel like now your man's the leader of the resistance. Like we're going to fucking rise up. Like it's going to be civil war. Because
why did people learn to be doctors, and why did they invent? Like at the start, whenever doctors were in fucking villages and wee towns and stuff, it was just they help people. Now it's a business.
Big business. The biggest business.
And then the Alty Gavin's on his knees too. Like you go up to A&E up there. Like we know somebody that sat in A&E for 2 days and then died. Nobody's seen him. And you can't blame doctors or nurses either because
no, they're under pressure.
The last time I was up, they came on the intercom. Could anybody that's not sick or doesn't need seen go and sit in your car? Do you know what I mean? So what's happening there is the doctors aren't getting paid enough. So if you're a doctor and you're going, right, I'm going to fucking Dubai and make 8 times the money with half the stress.
And that's what I mean, man. It's all based on money.
Yep.
But like people like there's a real fear now in America for civil war that the common man is going to rise up against.
They've all got guns too.
Big government.
Think of the army you could fucking pull together if America decided to turn on the government. Because everybody's got guns. There's boys with fucking bunkers full of machine guns.
I was just listening to the thing and they just feel like there's a real threat now of civil war. Did you watch that film, Civil War? Good show.
I always went past it. Is it good?
It is. It's very good. So that's, like, it's all about these people that are actually going to the White House to shoot the president, like.
Is that what it's about?
There's just civil wars broke out all over the country and people are just taking up arms and, you know, it's like people getting stopped on the road and like, what politics are you, and all your beliefs, and you can get shot, and it's just absolute fucking chaos, like.
Mad.
So like that's where it's at. But how much does the government think they can take and take and take and take?
Aye. Who's getting all this money? Like, they reckon that the war there for Gaza and all, what's the war? The fucking slaughter. It's on a couple of billion now.
Mm.
Who got that couple of billion? Like?
But that's what I mean. But that's why people aren't stepping in, because America needs Israel for something like oil. Or
that's their location now, and they're the only sort of Western sort of ally in the Middle East, watching out and everything. But sure, the Israelis, apparently it's because of Netanyahu that they attacked Iraq.
Aye.
He was like, if Iraq gets toppled, it'll be the end of all their troubles. So they made up then that they had weapons of mass destruction.
And like, it boils down to what we were
killed over 1 million people.
Like, we were talking the day about the Magdalene laundries and about that film with Cillian Murphy about an ordinary man that has a business that's thinking about saving one of the girls, but it's going to ruin his life and wreck his business. So America's not stepping in Gaza because of their own of how it affects them, and how it affects their
UK
money
as well.
Aye.
The governments too. It's not the people, because they're all out in their millions complaining. Do you know what I mean? Not in our name. I don't know. Just greedy bastards. The human race.
Greed, sir.
It's all greed.
That's what I mean.
How much money does people need?
That's what I mean.
Has Elon Musk lost the plot too? Like, for a man that's fucking inventing.
I don't follow Twitter or anything, so I don't. See
He's on. I think he has. Everybody has to fucking follow him, because Twitter's gone to fuck now. Like it is. It's like just hateful people on, and it's just hate. And then he's never off it, but it's the stuff he's coming out with. It's just top of the head madness, and you're thinking, how is he the most biggest genius in the world? How does he have time to tweet all day if he's meant to be making these missiles and fucking underground tunnels, that trains and cars that can fucking.
That all seems to have gone on the back burner, huh? He was like the great white hope, the great white knight. He was and that all just fizzled away, and he bought Twitter and.
On about buying Liverpool. Liverpool wouldn't sell. Well, FSG might sell, but fans wouldn't be happy with Elon Musk's.
But man, there's just so much hate on the internet. That is one of my goals now. I'm going to have a good look at it and see when I can get off my phone. I'm on it far too much. I know I've said it loads of times. And then, man, like, I follow a few people. You don't follow Poe Dwyer. He's like a big fucking powerlifter. You've probably seen him. He just goes through. Say there's a girl on doing fucking lifting a barbell and she hits a PB at 90. He just goes through then all their comments and then calls out all
the bitches,
the boys,
because there's always somebody saying something.
Just hateful. And then like they go like, oh, you must be on steroids, the shippy and all. And then you go on, and he goes on to their profiles and there's a shape of them like.
It's always the way. It's always the people that are jealous, and they're the people that's hateful.
And man, you wouldn't, like, these people I know for a fact wouldn't say these things face to face, but for some reason when you're on the internet you can just feel like you can say whatever you want.
I love when some people go to doors.
Aye.
And the difference whenever they come out. You know what I mean? It used to annoy me a bit, but sometimes when do you ever see somebody that you know that's getting stuck into somebody else, and you know they're fucking idiots? If they did it to you, you wouldn't even offend you, because you know they're just dicks. That's the type. You have to. No, it's not important who the fuck's.
I seem to be thinking about the effects of devices on all my kids a lot recently.
I know why.
It's like
Kovla's got a phone. Wee girl got a phone for Christmas. She's got a tablet. She's got the TV in the room. There's just fucking screens everywhere. Just.
It's how they manage it. Like, Jack can manage it no more. If you tell Jack to come off, it just comes off. But fucking all he spends half his time now is just asking me devices now.
Because it's high.
And even Ella, like, Ella's mature, but I just don't know what the long term effects have just been.
What age is she?
12. But she's a mature 12, but I just can't be worried about the long term effects of just being on your phone constantly.
I said this on the last day too, about if you flip back to the 80s when we were their age. Like, we had think of the interference in your fucking brain that you see in the phone. Like, we didn't have TV.
No.
Even the wee simple things, like, if there's a movie on, you had to be in time for it.
Aye.
And when I made a bit of break for news, if you left the house, see when you walked out your front door, nobody knew who you were until you came home.
Aye.
Think about it, like, that's hard to, like, somebody wouldn't leave their house now if they left their phone behind. They're like, oh,
Do a shite.
how am I going to get through this day?
I've waddled through the house.
They find a phone just to get it.
Bum all shitty, just.
You, that's after the shit.
No, but you know the first plop. I'm like, oh, no phone. Waddling.
I've done the penguin down to get toilet roll downstairs, like.
Oh, I'll go get the phone. Eh?
But, once you left that, you think about that, once you left, people could only try to do a triangulation, right? He's away, it could be there, we're ringing down there. So you're ringing places.
So we talked about the last day, ringing the bar, wives ringing the bar.
But the one of it was stress levels and addiction levels and all that crack. We were just out getting mucked, playing football up in playing fields, starving when you come in, ate a good feed, watch whatever was on TV. You know, you had to.
Football, only the FA Cup would have been on the TV.
Aye.
You weren't watching the fucking...
Match of the day would have been on.
Aye, match of the day, but you weren't watching a live match too often.
No. Do you remember wrestling? Sure, I remember WWF because it was on Channel 4 for a couple of days when you were wee, and it was just because we were used to giant haystacks and fucking Big Daddy. Then when you seen the likes of Hulk Hogan, no, see it's in the town here.
Italian football, that was on every Sunday.
The boy asked me, did you be a wrestler?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Oh man, did you see some of them?
Do you remember the boy that did it? Big Hutch. He was a ginger haired boy. He was like a farmer wrestler or something. He's asked me to do that. Do you think you could do it?
No. Man, I was watching...
Who would you be? Do your wrestling? Call somebody out. How's it going there? Oh, yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage.
I'm having a hard time keeping these alligators down. Ric Flair. Oh, man, I hate wrestling.
Did you ever like it?
No.
Never.
I remember like an Ultimate Warrior one time.
And then, do you know what? See, when you
used to get the energy from
see
the
if
rope.
you get into wrestling. He's one of the worst wrestlers I've ever loved.
Aye.
I'm on Big Goldberg, was it?
Not a good guy, I think.
But shit at wrestling. They looked well, steroids, mental. But all I did was running fucking clotheslines and flying clotheslines. I didn't know the skills.
No.
Where the rest of them. But you have to admit that it's not fake per se.
No.
It's stuntmen, like.
Aye.
Some of the shit they do, man. And like, you 6'5", 20 stone, doing backflips off a fucking cage. And
I don't.
Some stunts.
A man, like...
What, did you not like the whole arguing and all?
I just knew that the outcome was already...
You're more Ricky.
Like, when them boys are in the changing room, they know what's happening.
Oh, aye. Well, if you watch the shows, did you watch the one about your man?
Who
fucking runs it? Did you not watch that documentary?
No, you can't get a rundown on it.
That's class. But sometimes the champion mightn't, not today, mate. So there's a couple of times Hulk Hogan was meant to take the fall, and he just says not doing it today. Hogan on the night.
Hulk.
I think he did it
Hulk Hogan.
What do you call him? Where's the pink?
Bret Hitman.
Bret the Hitman hurt. Bret the Hitman. Apparently he did it to him on the night, not the night. And he was the golden cow, so...
But then, like, they're running around the ring going, what are you doing, man? And then when I throw me, man, I'm supposed to win, man. You know what I mean?
But I'll give you another good idea with or another one that one of the wrestlers says, because they're saying it's fake. Like, you were world champion, but it was like... But you have to look at it this. It's like being a comedian. You start being comedy and you start going up the levels and you're getting bigger shows and then you're the number one comedian in the world. Like, you'll end up, if you're a world champion, you're the number one wrestler in the world. So it's still that status. It means that you did your job well.
Aye.
You're able to entertain. You succeeded. So it's still, so when you see them emotional, because I used to always do that, say The Rock or whoever won the title, some of them start crying now.
Aye.
Because they really are emotional because they have made the pinnacle of the sport. My son's got a new dartboard. He's ringing there to see if we can put it up for him. What is that, I think?
You just have to ring somebody with?
Murray Barnes. Barnes, Rory Barnes, anybody doesn't know, started my garden back in April 2024. Still hasn't got it done. Landed up today. Young Phil asked him if he put a dartboard up for me. He goes, I just need a masonry bit for my drill. Be back in a month. Never get back.
No way. Did not handle the garden?
No.
That is insane.
Isn't it?
Ah, sir.
This is like the new...
No way. So I was on the...
There's a part of me waiting to March now to finish it.
5 weeks.
So
ran into a year.
2 weeks, he says. I'll have this done in 2 weeks, sir. I says, I'll give it 3. No, because I've heard
Because it's a slabber.
so we're what now? 9 months? 10?
Fucking
9
hell.
months.
Like it's... Will it even be ready for next summer?
Oh, but somebody else will be coming in if he doesn't fucking sort this very soon.
What's the year mark? Would you bring somebody else on then?
Oh, aye.
Is he owed money?
No.
God. KOT.
Caught by the clinkeroos. No. They better fucking do it. So it's like the patio's done, but I'm waiting for grass on each side of the patio. That's not there. The high fence is high, but it's only halfway down. But it needs a concrete in between the two fences before you can come right down. But I would say 2 men start at 8 o'clock in the morning, you'll finish at 3. But it'll not be done for another 3 months.
So he landed today. Conan asked him, could you put up a dartboard? He says, I need a bit for the drill. Left. Didn't come back.
Mm-hmm. And he only came today because I reminded him. Remember, I rang him last week. Monday morning, boy, I've just a few emails to send.
No, you'll not be there. Jesus, sir.
It's like you remind him every time you ring him.
It'll not go to the year, sir. Like, imagine saying it'll not go to the year when it's already gone 9 months.
It was meant to be finished. Like, the whole laugh was that it'll definitely be finished by the 15th of June. This is what you should do a bit on it. That is the most insane story. That's what they finishes, and there should be. Get 5 minutes of that in the bar.
Hey man, do you know what? I was a few minutes late.
I wish I had the videos or fucking photos and just fucking. If I had knew this, I would have had it running.
Oh man, that's a Netflix documentary.
You know what I mean?
You'd already getting interviewed. And then he came one day, and then I looked out the backyard, and he was gone.
And just like, I'm away to get some. Like he did that the last time. It was a way to get, I think it was a bit of cement. And then I didn't see him for 6 weeks.
It cuts to Conan then, no dartboard up on the wall.
And with a beard.
One day he came and I asked him, could he put up a dartboard? And he said he needed to go get a drill bit. I didn't ever see him again.
Man, there's a fucking fully functional electric garage in the house behind me that started 2 months after him. There's a professional bird fucking house next door. Pigeons. Fucking, my Wayne's moved out and went to uni.
You're good.
All the things that's happened since my Wayne's moved out of the house. She's in university. The other boys fucking grew 4 inches and lost 4 stone. This is all with a 2-week job. What else? Me and Arlen had a divorce 9 times.
Man, you can pick them, huh?
Holy fuck.
Your bathroom? Jeez.
But that was none. When you think about it now.
Oh, aye, fuck. Well, you nearly flooded your kitchen, but...
Yeah. But that was none. That was done.
Aye. Oh, that's completion. No, hey, I was just saying... I was a few minutes late because I'd heard something about it on the radio earlier on and I never caught the fucking end of it. It was about the girl, Nikita Han.
No.
It's the girl that fucking Conor McGregor was done for. So apparently now she has an injunction against CCTV footage that Conor McGregor wants to release as part of the case.
Right.
And she's trying to get an injunction to stop it coming out.
Because it shows that she was fucking...
Well, nobody knows what it shows. But apparently, like, there's this guy fucking...
So what's... I know that I knew that he lost a court case for rape.
Aye, civil.
So it can't be...
You don't go to jail, it's money.
So she went down the money route.
Aye.
But then you're hearing rumours that he offered massive money behind the scenes and she didn't take it. But was there something about then that she was like... After it was meant to happen, she's still running around singing and dancing and...
I don't know. I didn't go too deep in there.
So what do you tell me?
I'm just telling you what it, like, apparently, so I think McGregor's all is like the forged. So this guy is an Italian guy. He runs the forged stout thing. Do you remember everybody in Ireland pulled it? Lidl stopped selling it. All shops started selling it everywhere. A tank then in Ireland
What?
has stout.
As wine?
Stout.
Is it stout too as well?
Forged stout.
Never heard it.
Well, he's this stout. He's trying to like rival Guinness or whatever, and it tanked in Ireland. Lidl pulled it, Aldi pulled it, all the places that sold it, so we're not selling it anymore.
Why?
Because it was.
Oh, the allegations, no?
No, because he was convicted.
Oh, right.
So once he was convicted, everybody pulled it.
I've
Everybody.
seen people taking his patents down.
All that, man. And so there's this guy, apparently the Ford Stout's doing really well in Italy. And this guy, Italian guy that runs the part, has seen the CCTV footage. And I was saying in an interview on the news today that he feels like this Forge is going to come back after this CCTV footage is released.
Right.
So I wonder what's on it.
What could be on it? CCTV's outside, like.
Unless, like, after the alleged rape, they're outside hugging and kissing. After the fact.
Because he was meant to attack her, like, wasn't it, too? And, don't know.
Is it called like?
And his wife stayed with him.
Did you see him playing football the weekend?
No.
His bar or
what?
His bar has a Sunday league team in a league, and he played there the weekend. There's footage of him running about, fucking.
Can he play?
Well, is a touch a rapist?
Oh fuck!
No, he's shite. So he's running around diving on
So
the tackles.
he's like at one stage he was Ireland's hero.
He was the guy that
we all loved
came
him.
out of nothing.
We all loved him.
He was on the dole.
He was in the dole, and then he was like 50 G's, Dana, and then it was like he talked a lot of sense. He was smart.
He was the real underdog story.
Aye. And then he won the 2 titles, and it all started going downhill after Mayweather.
Aye.
Once he went to that.
What did I say? Hey, that all ties up nicely in a little bow.
Isn't
As
it
you
mad?
saying this podcast is not structured, did you see the way we started there? And we brought it back full circle.
We actually did a rehearsal before this.
This is exactly, this is the second.
This is the third
That's
time.
why I didn't laugh
We
at
did
me.
2 rehearsals. No.
That's why I didn't laugh at my joke there.
But it's true, man. Isn't it mad when you have money how easy it is to get? Like, he wears watches that is more money than his ma and dad made all their life. Do you know what I mean? How easy it is to get things then once you're in the big world, like. But what are you doing?
I remember hearing somebody say to me, it was a woman from the Ballycombe one time, and she was like,
The devil.
one of the greatest quotes I've ever heard was a woman in the Ballycombe. She was like, I'll never have money. But she said something like, struggling's living.
It's a way long. What?
Say
Say
the
the quote. Say the quote.
The quote was just the last bit. She was like, I'll never have money, I'll always be poor. But she was like, struggling's living.
Yes.
And do you know what? Sometimes you're like, do you want all the money? But I feel like I do.
They always reckon if you look, like, there's the people that make money, make themselves rich, or I would say they're happy, but their wains aren't. See, if you're born in the world where you haven't a clue what it's like to not have what you want,
or not have what you want.
when you can have what you want,
Aye.
and that's just normal.
Aye.
Because really, life's all about relationships, isn't it?
Aye.
Without that, like, people with money and all, they buy friends or they buy wives.
I don't need to be rich, but I would like to be comfortable.
That's it. But then what is comfortable? Somebody said, there was another quote somebody says.
I love to get to the end of the month. No, just kidding. Every month, on every year, on every decade.
What was the one that says that my life is just, what was it? Going to fetch water, and it was like 2 simple things, and it was just like, what a bad life. But then he got an intervention, and then he just changed his whole mindset. And his mindset, I need to get it, was the same thing
You've said that on
that
the
I
podcast.
complained about. No, I didn't.
You did?
But you know what I mean? It's like, what is it you want? Like during COVID,
Not to pay a mortgage.
during COVID, there was nobody struggled. Well, sorry, Taxi men, comedians, anybody that was doing cash in hand or jobs like that.
Yeah, well, there's people in mental
The taxi fucking firms or taxis haven't recovered since COVID.
No.
Anywhere.
No.
I guess taxi men too getting out of that line of work and going, fuck that, no, I'm not going back to it. Because people, apparently it's fucking can be depressing too, sitting up at home waiting on fares. Do you know what I mean? And then when you are making the money, you're dealing with cunts.
I've always said I would hate that job where you don't know what your income is every week.
Aye, but it could be up or down.
Aye.
I know. That's the scary thing about fucking comedy. Like, if you're looking and even whenever you were saying you're listening to Get Us and all the boys, and there is sense to it that, and you know what? It's probably more stressful for the likes of Geddes and McCann and stuff like that because they're established now, so they need to be good.
Yeah. There's pressure there. Right?
So they do an hour, get a year or two out of it, maybe 2 years, and then they have to do another hour. That's fucking some pressure, like. Like my aim this year is to write a new 20 minutes. If I can get 20 minutes in this whole year, new, I'll be buzzing about it, but it's fucking an hour. And then the stress of doing shows. Like this last couple of weeks, I had nothing on every night, and it was fucking. I've always got something that it's like.
You're always.
There's always, right, and it's always big things like you're in front of a crowd of people doing something, or you're fucking. But you do get a wee bit more used to it, but you never ever get comfortable. I don't think. You're always a wee bit on the edge, like fucking this thing.
Yeah, I'm quite comfortable now speaking in front of people, but there's always the nerves and the butterflies of walking out in front of a crowd, like.
I know.
And even the likes of Geddes says quite regularly that is one of the reasons too. It's just pure anxiety, week in, week out, of standing in a green room waiting to fucking go on and be funny. Never goes away.
No. Because the one thing with comedy is you're when you think you're on top of it, you'll have it down your hole.
And the thing too about having loads of money, just taking it back, is there's loads of billionaires that still work. And they still work every day, and they work Saturdays because it's more money.
Aye.
And it's more money, and
or if you take two once, and people, it sounds selfish when you're doing comedy a while and you're thinking, take Geddes for example. If he's sick or something happens to him, because it's him,
no pension,
family,
yeah,
like probably making decent dough, but people think that it's retirement stuff. It's not.
No.
Like even Colin Murphy was telling us, like last day, he says, "Man, if I don't work, we're fucked." Like he would, his tour would probably earn a good living. Do you know what I mean? It'd be like somebody on 60 or 70 grand a year. But then you look at it and go, "Fuck, I wouldn't mind getting that for doing comedy and all." But then it's the pressure of writing. It's the pressure. You're always ridiculed. Somebody's always hating on you. You're always in the public eye. You've no privacy. Sometimes you're thinking, imagine the wee job where you finished every day. 5, you finish in the weekend, your weekend's to yourself.
100%. And there's also the added pressure of, like, say something traumatic happened to you.
Aye.
And the funny went away.
That's it.
No.
Or something traumatic happened and the funny came. Woke up funny. Hey! What the big
like then people that get knocked out and wake up and can speak Chinese.
You wake up, Dave Chappelle. But so there's like that's a pressure on Colin there, Shane, whoever. I would say the only ones that sort of can relax it, like your man at E17 was on going mental last day. He goes, "What did you do with all your money?" He says, "I never had fucking money." He says the most they had in the bank was 80 grand. They used the deposits of the house. He has to be getting some sort of royalties from him. Every Christmas he sees himself on TV singing like.
See, they reckon if there was 5 of them, like, or 4 of them, they reckon like boy bands never made any money. Unless they were global phenomenons. Like E17 were big in the UK, like they didn't break America or anything.
Aye. Where the other boys were all sorted.
Like NSYNC or fucking Backstreet Boys.
The big English one. They were the biggest North.
The Beatles?
No. They were number 1 boy band for Harry Styles.
Oh, One Direction.
So Noel Gallagher was saying, he says, what happened to the guitar band? Did you see that interview?
No.
He says, money again, you're right. Where do you hear? He goes, he says, sure, they don't want. Why would you have young people that want to go on the rip, take drugs, throw TVs out, fucking hotel windows, give the finger to your manager, maybe don't show up to shows, even though they're massive? or have 5 boys that'll do what they're told, wear a dress, get up there. Right, do that, get in your bed for 8. We'll be picking you up in the morning. They don't even know where they are day and daily. They don't want the fucking edgy, mad, the original people. Like, apparently they're still there, but they're not getting the mainstream anymore. They were the mainstream back in the day, but they just couldn't afford fucking. They just wrecked everything. Unreliable.
Man, I was watching over Christmas. Her uncle had AC/DC live in Buenos Aires in the 90s. Holy fuck. Apparently there was something like 1 million people at it.
All white.
Not even look.
Good show.
Man, AC/DC can fucking rock. Like, they have some bangers, like.
Aye. And it always seemed to be around the guitar was the famous one, but the singer never got the kudos, didn't it?
Because he wore the wee horns and all, and the wee schoolboy outfit.
Schoolboy outfit, and your man wore the wee granda hat.
Anyway, folks, we'll leave it at that. Remember, it's all money.
Send us some of yours.
I know. Speaking of that, tell your friends. Patreon. Get on Patreon. Spotify. You're listening to
this. Is this Patreon,
This is Spotify.
Right, good, because
there's money. Like, we'll wrap it all back.
On Spotify, or on Patreon. But only the patrons will find out about it.
So, when we say money, give us money. It's only $150. $4.50. Sorry.
Up the raw eggs.
Up the fucking hoots.